put the happy hoodie on. The first part was the cut down. Second part, we're going to try and wash it. But before we get started, we're going to do a bath test. The bath test consists of keeping the cat completely dry. Not even his toe beans are wet. And all we're going to do is try to wash his 2 front paws, right? Yeah. That's the bath test. Looks like he's made pass with flying colors. Wow. We'll see. If he can handle even his 2 front paws. Hey, part 2. Yeah, I gotta talk to my phone company to try to, fix something on my phone. So what do you think? Let me know if you think he's passing his water test. So right now he's borderline on the fence, in my opinion. So, can you still hear me? Just curious. Probably not. Bet you anything the sound got disconnected again. Okay. Waka waka. Okay. Okay, you gonna be alright? Should we redirect? Should we redirect? Waka waka. Waka waka. Waka waka. Waka waka. Yeah, I know. Can you hear me all right? Just let me know in the comments section. Did it happen again? Did I lose my sound? So I still have sound. Amazing. Amazing. He's a beautiful cat. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. Thank you so much for letting me know. Alright, finishing shampoo got a little chilled, so I'm going to top it off with the tea kettle. It's my little BFF here. Boy. pretty little baby. Don't have a meltdown. No, we don't want no meltdown. No meltdown, if you please. No, thank you. No, thank you. He's telegraphing that he's gonna jump. Can you tell? He's looking. He's got his eyes locked in. He was positioning his body, getting ready to jump. That's why you keep the heavy hand on the back of their shoulders. You know, I had a client watch their cat being groomed for the entire life. And the owner made a comment about how his cat had been scruffed the entire time. That is not a scruff, people, right? Hand is heavy on the shoulder blades, right? That is not a scruff. So you want to place pressure on the back of those shoulder blades, right? Because the cat wants to go up, forward or up. So you press and put pressure down to counter that, right? You're countering that urge for that cat to want to do that. Not a scruff, right? Good Maddie. Cute little boy. Cute little boy. Alright, let's try and get this on. No, it's not going to fit. Try this one. Try this one. No, 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 no. There we go. Gotcha. Gotcha. We'll put two on. There. Good Maddie. Good Maddie. Gonna jump. He's gotta be quicker than the cat. He's gotta be quicker than the average bear there, buddy. He's gotta be quicker than the average bear. Keep in mind, most ragdoll cats have a very mournful, unwet meow. FYI, in case you didn't know. At one point, I actually banned ragdoll cats from going live for this very reason, because people can't understand or get past the mournful, unwet meow, right? They can't deal. They can't deal with it. They can't deal with it. But here's the thing, the minute the cat is out of the tub, it stops, right? Waka waka. I don't know if it's instinct or what that causes cats to have to let everyone know that they're wet. Right? Don't really understand it, per se. Waka waka. Nope, don't jump. Last booty. Last booty. Last booty. And then you rinse, and then you get out of here. Yeah, you're all right. You're all right. Good boy. Good boy. All done. All right, let's rinse him down. There we go. Good laddie. Good boy. Good boy. No rock climbing. No rock climbing. No, we're not rock climbing. Okay. you're done. Oh, he's about ready to jump out of here. So, which is tricky when you're trying to do the tail. You gotta let go of the cat to do the tail. You did it. You did it. Okay. You did it. Alright. Hold on. We gotcha. We gotcha. Ouch. 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 A little silk collar. Make sure there's nothing in there. Good laddie. You did it. Good boy. You did it. You know, Jenna may have called in her peeps. You know, because they move like a pack. I know. Tell Rap. Tell Rap. Oh my God, he's so adorable. I know. You're adorable. You're adorable. Yeah, that might. Yeah, that could have been Jenna recruiting her peeps. Alrighty then. It is what it is. It is what it is. Sorry. I guess you can't, Grinchy, I guess this isn't what you signed up for on a Monday, huh? Oh, I do know that. Well, this cat's in a lion cut, so not a whole lot of rinsing. Not a whole lot of rinsing that has to, you know, a lot more rinsing is going to take place if the cat is in full coat, right? Why you would use more water to rinse the cat, right? But this cat isn't a lion cat, so you don't need as much rinsing, right? So let's just keep with common sense and cat grooming, right? We're going to stay within those two pillars, right? Common sense and cat grooming, and we're going to stay in between that, right? If that's all right with you. Okay. Let's just get that going. Here we go. Make sure you're not sound sensitive. This do-it-yourself stand dryer, 90% of cats are not fearful of it, so really great option when you're trying to dry your cat. So this is how I usually blow out the head and mane. You got this, buddy. You think I feel? Yeah, you got this. Don't. Okay. Boy, this is Taro. Taro's a boy, and his mommy and daddy are watching right now. Right? Hi from Cali. Hi from Cali. He is adorbs. I was told he was going to be difficult. So, that's the beauty of booking a grooming appointment here, where the owners can watch the cat going live. The owners who are interested in learning how to groom their cat at home. So what they do is they come here, they watch my live, they look for me to find the techniques that are going to work for their cat, and then we post the video onto YouTube so that they can refer back to it whenever they want, right? Because this particular owner of this cat is very proactive in wanting to learn how to groom their cat, right? And keep their cat in good condition, right? They even tried washing it. But I think what may have happened is you understood the importance of washing your full-coated long-haired cat, but maybe not the importance of drying it out fully afterwards. And if you don't dry it out fully afterwards, the cat's coat will start to pelt. And that's probably the main issue, right? So you're going to want to get a hold of a Shampoo dryer if you're washing your long-haired cat. That's that little pink dryer over there. It's 80 bucks on Amazon. That's all you're going to need. And some happy hoodies on the head so you don't scare the cat, right? The cat's not scared of this dryer because 90% of cats are not. But if I were to put a Feline dryer on right now, it'd be a little bit too powerful for the cat to handle, so that's why we use happy hoodies. Bet you didn't think you were signing up for this, Grinch, right? Sorry. I'm actually supposed to be off today and tomorrow. But because of the holidays, people are trying to get in. I will bring a person in on my day off if it's an emergency, right? So any cat who's fully pelting, that's an emergency. So you want them seen as soon as possible. Oh, he's just glorious. He's so glorious. Yeah, see if we can bypass that. There. See his face a little bit better. There. There. A little bit better. There we go. Oh, he's just snug as a bug in a rug right now. The towel wrap after the bath is an ideal time to do some of the whatnots because the cat is kind of content and relaxed and swaddled. So that would be the perfect time to do things like, oh, I don't know, cleaning the cat's ears, doing things that they may not be interested in doing before the bath, right? Because they're so comfortable and content and swaddled, right? My cat just walked over the keyboard. Sorry. What did you do? Alright. Hopefully I fixed that. Are we leaving now? He's like, yeah. I'm out of this taco joint. Really? Hey, buddy. Alright, tail. Open that up a little bit. Are you leaving? He's like, I was thinking about it. turn on the Shampoo dryer and try and blow his boots out and his tail. Already done. Shut the fuck up. Give everything cold. Be the need to know. Alright, you did it. You did it, buddy. Alright, you're going to give him a little bit of downtime in the tire box. Just a little bit. Got to collect his thoughts. Alright, so for a cat who came in fully pelted, who was told would be very difficult, I think he did fine. I mean, he could certainly use some maybe an all-natural calming pre-treatment. but I anticipated a lot worse, right? So that was actually pretty good. Bravo! Bravo, Taro. Bravo, Taro. Bravo, Taro. Alright, he did amazing, Mommy and Daddy. I was expecting so much more. You said he'd be difficult. No, he's just a normal, sweet, pensive cat. What is his stress score? Between 1 to 6, he's at 2, 3, right? So, which is pretty amazing. Our goal for all of our cat clients is to be between 1 and 2. So he's only one step away. He's only one step away from being at perfect stress levels. Okay? If you go to the link that I sent you, the live streaming platform, if you scroll halfway down, you will see the bottle of the all-natural calming cat oil drops that you can use to pre-treat your cat for any future groomings. That would be a recommendation, not a requirement. We only require cats to be pre-treated with not the common cat oil, but another product when they go up to level 4 or above. So anything that's 4 or higher, yeah, that is a requirement that the cat be pre-treated by their owner for any future groomings, which is not your cat. Your cat is only levels 2, 3, pensive to uncomfortable, miserable. Level 3 cat, the perfect pre-treatment for that is the all-natural calming cat oil. So, and that is on the link in the that I sent you, right? Just scroll halfway down and you'll see it. I would just order a bottle of that. It'll last you forever. Use it every time you have to take your cat in a cat carrier and go anywhere, right? You'll see the difference immediately. You'll see the difference almost immediately. Shut the fuck up. Alright, Mommy and Daddy. Tara will be ready in about 10 minutes. In case you didn't know, that was it. I didn't get to, well, I didn't hear it, probably because they're not a follower. The only comments I hear are from the ones who are following me. Grinchy. But, thanks for taking care of that. Catwoman. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, you're very welcome. Of course. Well, he didn't subscribe to the page, or else I would have heard it in my ear. So, this is the only way I get to hear what people are saying, is if they're actual subscribers, right? As the owner's watching. Oh, God. Please. 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 We just went through a cat who's never been groomed, fully pelted, doesn't do well for grooming according to the parents. So what we did was we went live, we looked for what techniques worked for that cat, and then we made a recommendation on how to lower those stress levels. But the idiots who didn't get it handed to them on a silver platter perfect are calling me an animal abuser and a bully. No, people, this is the first step. Learning how the cat does on their first visit for grooming, assessing the situation, looking for the techniques that work, and in some cases looking for a pre-treatment that might make it better. But you always look for the techniques first, because 3 times out of 4, 75% of the time, All you need are techniques to help counter the triggering of a cat. We are at the end of the grooming, right? We're basically at the end of the grooming. And what I am recommending to the owner, which the idiot missed, you know, because she'd rather just sit on her high horse and judge, right? And not even perceive what's actually happening, right? That we're actually pushing this cat forward to have a more perfect grooming, right? We're actually helping the cat to have a better perfect grooming, right? This cat at a different salon may not have fared so well because 90% of dog groomers have one technique: to scruff the cat, right? To scruff, that's it, that's all they know. They would not have understood that there are pre-treatments available to help cats because just about nobody knows that these CBD products have been available for 6 years. You don't believe me? Go to your local pet store. Ask the pet manager, how long has that product been sitting on the shelf? And your pet manager, store manager, is going to say about 6 years now. And the reason why you don't know about that product, one, is because you're a complacent dog groomer. Two, you have no training in cat grooming. Three, you want to belittle those who correct your dog grooming asses, right? Not going to work here. No, we're going to show the good, the bad, and the ugly regarding the pet industry. That's what this account is for. It's the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's all transparent, right? This cat has never been groomed in his life. The owner said he was going to be really bad. No, I thought he was fine. Honestly, I just thought he was the sweetest little boy who happens to be very pensive and nervous, right? What would help with that? The all-natural CBD calming drops, right? I'll go get a bottle so I can show it to you, right? I am not a veterinarian, so I have complete freedom in being able to talk about this product. A veterinarian, any veterinarian in this country, is under DEA, Drug Enforcement Agency, regulations and guidelines not to talk to you about a product that is going to help your cat. Why? Because it is a CBD base. It doesn't matter that all the THC was pulled out of it. Is the regulations outdated? Is there something wrong with these regulations? Because there is no THC in all of the CBD products that are now on the market. So where's the problem? I don't know. I don't understand it. But anyway, this product, right? It'll tell you 500 milligrams is the whole bottle. If your container doesn't tell you how much strength that product is, then it's not a real CBD product. Because legally they have to show by measurement how much is in the whole bottle. For this bottle of Social is 500, which means that every 1 milliliter dropper is 25 milligrams, right? If you go to your local pet store and grab a bottle from your local pet store, their whole dropper might be 2 milligrams. It is a cheap, watered down version of what you can get online from a quality company like Social, right? And that company was recommended to me by a CBD rep cat client, right? She would have recommended her own company, but they don't have a pet line, right? So this is what we recommend for this cat for any future groomings. Why? Because they went up to level 3. This is the perfect companion for a level 3 cat. A cat who is upset, miserable, not having a spa day. If you deal with that 1 hour before you leave your house, that is going to help with the stress from the car ride, which he did have, right? And then when he arrived, he was already stressed from what? The car ride. So you're not just pre-treating for the grooming, you're also pre-treating for the car ride and cat carrier stress, right? Well, apparently the industry is very complacent, Grinchy, and wants everything to stay the same, right? Yeah. The reality of the situation is they don't want things to change. They like things just the way they are, right? That's the reality of the situation. So then The only thing left to do is to teach and educate the cat owners. You saw the hot mess that happened when a dog groomer came into this live, right? And created a hot shit storm, right? But when you take them out of the equation, yeah, now you're getting to where you've got progress happening, right? Yeah, sure. I don't personally use the plugins because they burn too hot, like scary hot. Like I think I'm gonna burn my salon down. So I don't use the plugins, but I have the spray. This cat started with 15 minutes of Feliway sprayed on a baby blanket over his cat carrier before I even started, right? And then when he goes back in his cat carrier, there will be Feliway sprayed on this liner inside his cat carrier. Very effective product, and it's designed to make the cat know that this is safe. The area is safe, right? That is the copy of the man-made copy of the pheromone that cats produce to indicate anything that's safe, right? Okay. So this cat is no longer pelted. The owners no longer have to worry about their cat suffering, because the pelting can cause the skin to pull and become irritated, and the cat can become extremely uncomfortable during a pelting situation, right? So there you have it. One floofing of the boofing. Floof no boof. I know. Let's get the space heater on. We're not going to use any more sound. We're just going to use like a little space heater. There. A little quiet warmth. Non-threatening. 100%. There's no cat that's fearful of that. It's 100% effective. I think I may have met one cat who was fearful of it, but it's very rare. You got this, buddy. My experience with any dog groomers who want to interfere or be a part of what it is that I do, they normally stay quiet, and they normally just pick and take what they can use for themselves without so much as acknowledging it or saying thank you or supporting my or anything. That's the normal experience I get from dog groomers in the pet grooming industry. Every once in a while you might bump into one that's actually nice and will mention you or say thank you, right? But that's not the norm. Usually they just fly in, take what they want, they're very quiet, and pick it off of me and take it without so much as a thank you or anything. And that's the normal MO of these bitches, right? I mean, what else do you want to call that? Magpies? In nature, you'd be called a magpie, right? You take what's not yours, right? Just saying. You did it. You did it, buddy. I was repeat it. He's just glorious. He really is. He's glorious. I talked the owners into keeping his tail, since his tail is absolutely glorious. Look at that. They wanted to shave that, but we're like, you probably want to keep this, because it's a pretty amazing tail, right? And if you were to shave it down, there is a percentage where the cat will not. Vultures, yeah, that's another. But the thing is, isn't it funny how the vultures and the eagles look almost exactly alike? Sad to think that our national bird is the cousin of a vulture, right? But it kind of makes sense when you think about it. I mean, look at our past history. You know, talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly with our own country, right? All right. So I'm going to go with magpie. All right, up. Just going to give his mane just a cute little shape. And then we're going to send him on his merry way home. Now, this is a perfect example of an owner thinking that their cat is bad, when in fact their cat has a really sweet cat. They just don't have any techniques. They don't understand how techniques come into play when grooming their cat, right? So I was fully expecting something to happen. I thought I was going to have to intervene with, you know, sound therapy with the Caddyshack bag to try to neutralize a very highly aggressive cat, you know, all of that stuff. None of that happened. And the reason why it didn't, because I'm incorporating techniques into the grooming. So techniques will satisfy 75% of cat grooming needs, right? But 1 out of 4 cat clients, doesn't matter how many techniques you know, they're going to need or require some kind of a pre-treatment if you're looking for a spa day. So it has to do with what is the bottom line with that particular groomer. For some groomers, just getting that cat done is their bottom line. For other groomers, they're looking for how to get that cat groomed, high quality, low stress levels. That would be me. There's other groomers, low quality, low stress levels. A lot of cat owners would go for that because the groomer is keeping that cat at low stress levels, but they're not getting high quality. They're getting a very low quality grooming, right? And then you've got these other bullshit groomers who are high quality at high stress levels. High quality at high stress levels, and then you get those bitches, right? So where would the gold standard be in grooming? High quality at low stress levels, to me, is the one that makes the most sense, right? So how would we get him to have a spa day going forward? Just have the owner pre-treat him with an all-natural calming CBD cat oil, right? Yeah, this one right here. You would give it 1 hour before, right? And then how do you find a therapeutic dose for this kind of a product, since your vets will not talk to you about it unless they went to school for holistic medicine, because they're under DEA regulations. They cannot talk to you about it. They cannot advise you about it. So how do you find out how to work with that particular product? Well, you just add an mg after their weight. So if this cat's weight is 20 pounds, you just add an mg. Well, the whole dropper of this product is 25 mg. Just give them the whole dropper, right? If your cat is only 10 pounds, a little bit less than half, right? So it's very easy once you understand what's in each dropper. So if this whole bottle is 500 milligrams and there's 31 milliliter droppers in here, it says on there, that's the math. This whole dropper, this whole dropper is 1 milliliter. And then you divide 1 milliliter into 30, right? Well, it'll tell you right on the bottle it's 30. There's 31 milliliter droppers, right? So then you divide 30 into the 500 milligrams to see how much is per dropper. and that comes to $25. So that is a unflavored, it's not medicine, it is an all natural product derived from the ground that is unflavored, right? So it's very easy to work with. You just put it in your cat's churu. They can't smell it, they can't taste it. And then one of the simplest ways to work with that is to just put it in your cat's churu, those little tube treats, right? So, I mean, you all could be talking for the next 50 years about how you can't do this and you can't do that and you can't do this and I can't do that. Yet that's been available for 6 years. Gabapentin's been available for 20 years. That literally blocks the fight or flight in cats, which means it will temporarily do what? Turn your cat into a dog temporarily. What does that mean? That means that pretty much any dog groomer can groom your cat because it's temporarily a dog, right? But do you think the pet industry is even talking about that? No, not really. Some are. Very, very small percentage. Very, very small percentage. Because they're just not into cats, right? Some groomers are. I knew when I first started grooming cats, I was like, whoa, I need more cat clients, because I actually enjoyed it. I actually liked it, right? But that is usually the complete opposite reaction that groomers have when they groom a cat for the first time. They actually hate the process, right? So, anyway, Mommy and Daddy, this... No, because the number one reason that cats come to my salon for a lion cut is because they're secret nudists. It makes them happy. Their owners know it makes them happy, so they put their cats in a lion cut on a regular basis all year round because they know it makes their cat happy, which is complete opposite of your narrative. And the reason why you have that narrative is because 1, you're not a cat groomer. 2, you don't have a cat grooming salon. 3, you don't have the numbers. 15,000 cat groomings in 15 years. We have the numbers to show otherwise, right? So you can talk through your butt all you want, but where's your stats? Where's your numbers? How many cats have you groomed in your lifetime? 100? We're going between 15,000 to 20,000 at this point over the course of 15 years, taking notes the entire way. We were taking notes the entire way. Yet you want to open your mouth like you know what you're talking about. Come back to me. We'll have a conversation, 15 years from now, once you've groomed about 15,000 cats and you've started taking notes. What is part of the note taking? What is the main reason for your visit? What is the answer to that? Because it makes my cat happy. Yet you want to just open your mouth like you know what you're talking about, right? I have an idea. Why don't you go create your own goddamn live, right? Go create your own goddamn live, and then share the stats yourself on your own channel. But this isn't your channel. This is my channel, where we share what has gone on over the course of 15 years with 15,000 cat groupings. So we're going to speak from that platform. Okay? While we took notes the entire way, right? So when you have a cat client come in, we are always asking them from the very beginning, what is the main reason for your visit, right? And when it comes to lion cuts, one of the number 1 reasons is because it makes my cat so much happier. As soon as the cat goes home, he's doing the happy dance, aka secret nudist. He's running around the house. He loves it. He's 5 years younger. All of these things that the pet industry does not want to talk about, or people affiliated with the pet grooming industry do not want to talk about it. Why? Because it's not in a book anywhere. It's not some factoid that they can open up from a book and say, aha, shaving your cat will make your cat happy. It doesn't exist. The only reason it exists is because cat owners experience it for themselves. So it's sort of like in the category of if you know, you know. And if you don't, shut the fuck up because you don't know what you're talking about. Just saying. Just saying. Nothing personal. God, is he gorgeous. Anyway, Taro is probably one of the most beautiful cats I've ever met. One of the most beautiful cat clients I've ever met. That cat is gorgeous. Is he a little pensive? Yeah. Little bit. Little bit. No, I speak my truth. So you are the epitome of gaslighting. A person who speaks truth, who corrects people who try to insert their truth, which doesn't come from a truth platform, having a practical grooming salon with 15 years experience, 15,000 cat groomings, gives me a platform to speak my truth of what goes on in here. I am not a parrot who just repeats what's told to me from whoever. I'm not a parrot. I'm speaking my truth. You want to call that vulgar? That is the epitome of gaslighting. Just saying. Anyway, owners are here, and they're going to be quite happy with the fact that their cat was kept at low stress levels and high quality, right? High quality, low stress levels. We did make a recommendation on how we could take it one step further, right? But for that, I am vulgar. No, you're vulgar, and you are the epitome of what gaslighting is. Just say. Anyway, Grinchy, you have a nice day. Catwoman, thank you. We'll be back tomorrow. We have 1 or 2 groomings. We opened up the salon to accommodate some other cats that need to get in during the holidays. So, lucky you, right? Trust me, if you ever want to take a break from this bullshit, you go right ahead. I don't blame you. I'll just turn the comment section off and I'll be fine. Yeah, I can actually go live and keep the comment section off. So why don't we do that for tomorrow? We'll turn the comment section off so we all can have a break from the bullshit that goes on in the comment section, right? And we'll all get a day off tomorrow. All right? Anyway, thank you so much, Grinchy, Catwoman. All the best. Take care. Bye-bye.